Good morning, Raiders. This is Ezron. Welcome to my Bastion. It's day 5 of the Hurndig Fusion, and we have some new tournaments. Most notably, the Champion Chase tournament. I'll be pulling some shards for later in the video. I want to go over them real fast and just talk about my thoughts on how difficult they are. The good news is that I think the Champion Chase tournament is pretty simple for what you get. So 1,150 points to get Mycalis, who used to fuse one of the epics, I think is really reasonable. You're talking about, worst case, it is 5 sacred shards if you get nothing but epics, or about 12 voids, or it is kind of a lot. It's like 10 ancients, assuming you only get 100 ancients, assuming you only get rare champions. If you get some epics or legendaries out of that, it will be less. But in terms of total points, I think this is very achievable. Personally, I'm going to go for at least the 2,500 points, maybe the 3,000, depending on how my pulls go. Do also remember that if you saved shard champions like Royal the Huntmaster, you can pull them from shards and get points in this tournament as well. I've got a few of them in there. I don't think I will need them. I'm going to hold on to them a little longer because I don't have like a huge need for Ruel right now. The other tournament that's live is Classic Arena Takedown. Points for this one, I sort of expected, honestly, it to be in like 190 or 220, so it's a little bit higher than I expected. But at gold 4, at 12 points a win, it's not impossible at that level. Clearly, if you're in bronze, this is a much higher hill to climb just because of the number of points you get per win. The other thing I was going to give a quick update on before we get into shard pools is the Champion Training Tournament. Excuse me, that is Champion Training Event, where you have to get 10,000 points to get the duplicate copy of the epic, which is my goal. I burned moderately hard yesterday and this morning, and I'm a little bit over halfway done, so I think this for me is very achievable. I've got some food left and I can level up some other champions, so I feel confident in my ability to get Horferus and have him to use in my account. Like I've been saying, I think with a little prep, this is very achievable. With almost no prep and daily energy, getting to the 5,000 points is, I think, a reasonable thing to do for most accounts in the game that are mid-game or later. So there is my update. At this point, I'm going to go start talking about shard pulling time. For those of you who've been following me and this channel, you know that I manually keep track of all of the shards I pull, so I have not been affected by all this drama about the legendary counters that were removed from the client. I've had some relatively bad luck with sacred shards lately, and I've pulled 14 with no legendary. That means I am well into the mercy system, and given it's a ×2 sacred, I believe my next sacred shard should be so double 6 is 12, 18% chance of a legendary, and I have 8 sacreds. So by the end, if I don't get another legendary, I'm into the 30% range. This does not guarantee me a legendary, but it gives me a pretty good chance of getting one. In terms of who I'm looking for, I made a graphic of here's really all the champions arranged by faction that are on my wants list. You'll notice there are a couple here, like I'm going to call attention to Stagnite and Allure, are epics that my account just doesn't have that I think would make a big difference. Obviously I'm pulling sacred shards, so I can't get voids, but there's a lot of high impact champions I can get here that would make a big difference on my account. So here we are back in the summoning portal. My goal is to really get the 2,500 point award, which if I only get epics out of these sacreds I won't actually achieve. We'll have to see what happens then. Verified double chances are on, which puts us at the 12% range. And here we go. Number 1. Let's start it off strong. Oh, there we go. And Duchess. Wow, that is huge. I mean, she's probably like the best non-void legendary. And my Demon Spawn team is weak. Wow. I feel like at this point I've won raid today. I don't even. The fusion is not as impactful as Duchess is. That is super, super awesome. And 500 points. Wow. Here we go. We'll try for number 2. See, now let's see if we can get some better luck. We're down to 12% chance. Lodric Falconheart, I already have one of him. That's 750 tournament points. Come on, let's get a lucky legendary out of this one. There we go. And a Longbeard. So I'm at 1,250 points, which is 100 short of the Mycolis requirement. This is my second dupe Longbeard. I can only hope that when they finally get the duplicate system out that I'll be able to do something cool with him. I actually use Longbeard a fair amount, but having 3 of him is not helpful. Number 4. So this will guaranteed get us to the Mycolis level. Let's see what we're going to do. Come on, a little bit of lag. It's an epic. Luria, I have several of her. We should now be at 1,500 points. So I have the points I need. I'm going to try to do a little bit more in order to get some extra rewards. The 5th shard. Here we go with some lag. It's an epic. Oh, and Steel Skull. Very, very interesting. I pulled a Steel Skull a long time ago and have never gotten a second one. He may get built for some additional faction wars work. It's not clear to me how that goes. So I'm going to pull one more, see if we get lucky, and then I will check my tournament points. Come on, number 6. Lucky legendary. There we go. Ooh, and a Helior. That is awesome. He was on my most wanted list along with Duchess. Here's where I think he is really interesting. Increases defense on A1. Heals the champion after you have the maximum defense stacking. And then an AoE attack that then shields our allies. Like, I think he's good in a lot of places. And he's force affinity, which is cool. And then, you know, as an additional bonus, it's not really a cleanse, it's a debuff transfer, but it's all allies. So that's really, really strong. I have a lot to build here, and I think I am probably done with pulling shards. Let's go check my progress. Of course, now that I pulled some legendaries, it wants me to buy the power-up pack. Not a surprise. But I think I should have just about 2,000 points. Sorry, I lost count a little bit in awesome legendaries. And rolling into Champion Chase. There we go. I am at 2,000 points. Question is, do I want to spend another 500? Oh, I need 200 points in order to get the 5-star chicken. I will make that up probably with mystery shards, just because at this point, you know, some clicking is totally worth it to get the extra chicken. So I will say I am really stoked. I got 2 awesome champions and working towards the the Fusion. So today was a huge day for my account. Hopefully your pools were as good as mine. Please drop a comment and a like. Let me know who you got. It'll be interesting to see. This is Ezron signing off.